I want to introduce our next speaker. She gained fame as an actress in movies like Manhattan and Personal Best, winning Oscar, Golden Globe, and BAFTA award nominations.
She's also a health advocate who has spent a lifetime studying how mental and physical health are connected.
And her focus is about transforming negative influences into a life of purpose and balance. She's also a great friend. She's incredible. She's a force of nature. So please welcome her from her home in Malibu, Mariel Hemingway.
Hi, everyone. I am so honored and thrilled to be here with you today. I think this is such an incredible opportunity for us to share our own personal kind of journey through this time that we're living in. And every time, every day, these are practices that I think are so helpful and wonderful for your life. Before we get started, I'd like everyone to close their eyes, please. Close your eyes and inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And once again, inhale and exhale. And let's take another few moments to just imagine, with our eyes closed, just imagine a gorgeous, bright, sunshiny light in the middle of your chest, in your heart area, right? I want you to visualize a golden light right there. And with each inhale you take, I want you to make that light expand. So inhale and feel that light expanding so that it's filling your entire body. And with each exhale, I want you to release the things that no longer serve you. And then again, inhale, filling your body with that light, and then surrounding your body with that golden, healing, sunshiny light. And then fill the room with the next inhale. Fill your room with that light. And exhale again, anything that's not working in your life anymore. And then inhale so that your house and your neighborhood and your state are filled with gorgeous light. And exhale. And then inhale so that you're surrounding the entire planet with light. Golden, loving, healing light. And just hold that image in your mind, but also hold that image in your heart. And then before we open our eyes, I just want you to think of someone you're grateful for, something you're grateful for, the life that you've been given, the fact that you have a home, that you're here participating in this, something, some sense of gratitude. And moving into our discussion, just hold that sense of gratitude and keep that feeling of light. And then slowly open your eyes. That's a practice I probably do every single day. And I think it's so important. Anyway, I want to get right to the point. I've got 12 things that I think will be really helpful for everyone. These are things that I do every single day, and I think they could be really profound for your life. So, number one, I want you to wake up with gratitude, just the way we did in that little meditation. Waking up with gratitude is so incredibly important. So when your eyes open in the morning, I want you to just say, thank you. Thank you so much for the life I've been given, or whatever it is. Be grateful for your children, for your spouse, for yourself, That's really important. Be really grateful for yourself, because we tend to not be so nice to ourselves. So wake up with gratitude. Number 2, go into your kitchen and drink water. First thing in the morning, the first thing after you brush your teeth should be that you drink water. Drink 20 to 32 ounces of really good water. I have a filter system. That's how I do it. I try to eliminate a bit of plastic in my life, but just drink good water. It's so important. And throughout the day, think about that. Drink water. Number 3, I want you to go outside after you've drank your water. I'd love for you to go outside if it's possible for you and watch the sunrise if you can. If you can possibly watch the sunrise and breathe. The breathing technique that I like to do, I use Wim Hof. I do Wim Hof breathing. I think that he is a part of this wonderful thing that we're doing here in the next couple of days. And so I do that. Or if you don't do Wim Hof breathing, you can look that up online, or you can watch him in this great thing that we're doing. You can do just an inhale of 4 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and do that for like 10 minutes. That has the ability to really ground you. And plus, you're outside, I hope, and your feet are on the ground. I want your feet to be barefoot so that you can feel the ground. The electromagnetic field from the ground is so empowering. And also, it gets rid of inflammation, neuroinflammation, the inflammation that's in the brain. And that's what causes anxiety. That's what causes depression. Number 4, after you've done your breathing, this is what I do. I then meditate. I meditate for 5 to 20 minutes. I usually do 20 minutes, but I've been doing it for a long time. And if you've never meditated before, just take that time to watch your breath going in and out of your body. Just watch the breath. Just watch it. And thoughts are going to come. Don't think that they won't. And when they come, just don't go on a journey with them. Just let them come and let them go. And then number 5, after your meditation, or kind of towards the end of the meditation, I want you in that sort of state of real calm and peace to come up with some affirmations. I'll tell you the 2 that have been really powerful in my life. They're super simple and a little bit more challenging than we'd like to believe sometimes. The first one is, I love myself. And if that's too difficult for you, and I know that when I first started that practice, it was like awkward and it felt weird to me, but I can say that now. So I love myself, or you can say, I like myself. And I just sort of chant that quite a few times. And even if you're not feeling it that day, by chanting it and saying it, you will get a feeling that that's what's happening. And then the other affirmation I love to use is, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today. Thank you, Brian Tracy. It's something that I got from him years ago. And it's been a profound and helpful thing in my life, because once you set the stage, your environmental stage, your brain waves towards the positivity of that happening, you'd be surprised at how many good things happen to you. And you'd be like, and every time something like unique or wonderful happens to you, I want you to say thank you. Number 6, I want you to take the mundane activities that you do every single day, like brushing your teeth, or boiling hot water to make tea or coffee, or grinding the beans of your coffee. And I want you to make those mundane tasks, even washing your dishes, and make them rules. Slow them down. When you brush your teeth, putting the toothpaste on the brush and putting it in your mouth, and if you have an electric toothpick, hearing the sound of that, feeling the foam in your mouth, tasting the toothpaste, whatever it is, as silly as those things sound, it's kind of the concept of, in Buddhism, chop wood, carry water. It's the simple things in our lives. When you slow them down and you become incredibly present with them, it helps to teach you a sense of mindfulness, and it helps you to stay present and stay out of anxiety or depression or whatever it is. When you can stay in this moment, that's really good. And so making the mundane ritualistic is incredible, because you start to really take in your environment in a different kind of way. Number 7, I want you to break up your day, just like I've been saying kind of throughout this, by saying thank you. So if you're in the car and you're frustrated and somebody cut you off or flipped you off like they did to me yesterday, I'm not sure what I did. Anyway, just taking a deep breath and saying thank you, thank you, world, thank you. I'm so grateful that I am here, and whatever it is that you need to say thank you for. And then here's another important one. We can go back to the car. Number 8 is when you get hit with fears or anxieties, and they come up. It doesn't matter what practices we have in the morning. Sometimes things will hit you, and you just get overwhelmed with anxiety or fear, and you need to really just take a step back. Instead of reacting to those fears and anxieties, take a step back in your mind, take a deep breath, inhale and exhale, and then start saying, I love myself, I like myself, I love myself, I like myself, because it will dissipate that feeling of anxiety. And it's like fake it till you make it. If you don't feel that way, just keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it, and all of a sudden that feeling of anxiety starts to just release and let go, and you won't feel it any longer. But breathing is very important in that. Number 9, I really recommend that you get out in nature. Nature is our teacher. It's there for our enjoyment, our pleasure, our sense of connection. Nature is so profound, especially during these times when, at least now in California, we are able to go into the parks and on the trails and on the beaches, and I'm so grateful for that. But if it's a park that you have to go to that park. Take your shoes off, connect with the electromagnetic field. Again, that gets rid of inflammation in the body and the brain. It's been scientifically proven. I'm not just saying woo-woo stuff. It really works, and I just can't recommend being in nature enough and getting your bare feet on the ground. Being barefoot is so profound energetically and so healing, and it will get rid of anxiety and depression. Number 10 is I want you to eat real good food. And what I mean by good food, real food, is I mean unprocessed, the cleanest food you can get. I'm not telling you to be vegan or vegetarian or paleo or keto or whatever the trend is today. I'm telling you, eat food that has been humanely treated, that is organic as much as possible, that is simple as possible. Feeding your body is so profoundly important. Getting a probiotic in there is really good, because the gut is the second brain, maybe the first brain. So really take care of the food that you eat and cut back on alcohol, because that's no judgment, but especially when you suffer from any kind of anxiety or depression, drinking alcohol, though it is self-medicating, it is also a depressant. So cut back on that. And number 11, take gratitude breaks for self-praise. So I know you've been thanking the world and the universe and God and whatever you believe in. Now I want you to thank yourself. Take gratitude breaks to yourself. I want you to give yourself a hug inside, saying thank you to you. I think that we don't tell ourselves that we are valuable and that we are worth loving. And the most important person to love us is ourselves. And then finally, when things are overwhelming, and at other times anyway, but when things get challenging in your life, do something for someone else. It's one of the best things that you can do for your well-being. for getting out of any kind of low feeling at all is to do something kind for somebody else. Because when you focus that energy away from you and the internal thoughts and the monkey mind and direct it outward towards somebody else, it is profound and powerful. So do something good for somebody else after you've done something good for yourself. And I thank you. This has been wonderful, and that's all I have for you. Thanks.
Thank you, Mariel. It's been a while. We were in February at Lake Nona in Orlando, and we were talking about suicide prevention. And thank you again for sharing your tips on STOP. Once again, sit, stand, slow down, take a deep breath, observe, and then smile, and then proceed with awareness. This is something we can do today, especially when we go through this mental health crisis.